Monica Jai here. Welcome you all on the platform of Aim for AIMS. And we are going to take interview of AIMS toppers and rankers so as to advise our AIMS aspirant for the toughest entrance exam who dream to be a part of AIMS, who dream to achieve AIMS. So here we are with Nafsheen Singhal who achieved first rank in AIMS. जो हर किसी का ड्रीम होता है. So Nafsheen, congratulations for securing first rank in AIMS. Could you tell something about yourself?
Thank you for your wishes. First of all, before my interview begins, I want to make it clear that I'm in no way different from you all people. I had the same doubts, the same fears that you have in your minds. Whether or not I would be able to make it, whether or not I'm capable of enough, whether or not I'm able to study enough, and all sorts of silly doubts. But just remember, be dedicated and do hard work. As for myself, I would like to say that before 10th class, I was a very jolly person. I used to play, I used to go out for movies, I used to have fun with my friends and a limited amount of studies that we all do. Probably we don't have any sorts of tensions. So just a very normal life. The thing that I changed when I entered in 11th class was that I had to tighten my schedule. I just had to give a little more bit time to studies, but nevertheless, I never left I never gave up my hobbies. I like playing table tennis and I did do it. I like listening to songs, I like watching movies and I did do all these things. Just I had to reduce the number of my outings and having fun so that at least I am able to achieve my goal.
Thank you so much. What was your percentage in class 12th?
In class 12, I secured 94.2% in my CBSE board exams. But as to this question, I would like to also mark one important thing. It does not matter how much you score in your board exams because they have hardly any correlation with your preparation for the AIMS objective exam. My objective was to crack AIPMT and AIMS and not securing a very high percentage in board exams. Yeah, I agree that if you score good in board exams, there's a likely chance that you would be able to score better in your AIPMT and AIMS exam also. But in objective, more focus is on your conceptual part, but in subjective, it is how you present yourself, and that's not what decides your selection in AIMS exam. So just do not have any misconception in your mind that if you are not getting 99% in your board exams, then you won't be able to make it in AIMS. It's nothing like that. Just study, and believe me, even if you are 90% or 85%, you can still make it to AIMS.
Could you tell me there is a difference between when you secured first rank and after when you came to college?
Yeah. Some of you might be thinking that I secured first rank, so my friends and all must be thinking me of something as a very great person. But it's nothing like that. Once I entered in my college, there's no difference whether I am first ranker or a 36th ranker or maybe anyone. Like my parents, my colleagues were all shocked to know how I was being treated in my college. None of my teachers know who is the first ranker in the class. I have been designated one roll number 3190. That's it. No one knows anything else. Even my name. No one knows what my name is. It does not matter once you enter in the college, just you have to secure one rank. And when you are preparing for AIMS, my little advice, do not focus that I have to get only first rank, second rank or third rank. Just prepare and get into AIMS. That should be your motto and that's it.
Okay, that's great. What was your study strategy?
Yeah, I think this is the best question I would like to answer because that is what helps you gain an edge over the others. Every one of us knows that AIMS is a very difficult exam. You need dedication, you need hard work, you need labor. Every one of you must be doing it. But what is it that some people enter into AIMS and rest do not? It's here that comes the difference. Motivation and your study strategy. Study strategy, it is not that you have to go in depth on everything. You have to read difficult formulas of PhD and all. It's just understanding the basic definitions, knowing every single thing your teachers teaches to you. I'll tell you my schedule. On my weekdays, I had classes from 8 to 2. After 2, it was my 1 hour break and then I started with my normal studies. I covered up everything that had been taught to me daily in the class and I kept just 1 to 2 hours spare for myself in the night for which I did interest reading. Now interest reading, you have to analyze which subject you are more well versed with and which is like you just have to do because it's in your syllabus but you don't like doing it. So in that time, that was my peak hours of study. I prefer to study that subject which was my weakest. And sometimes there are times in your day when you are in a very light mood that you can study but you prefer to do something other things. At that time, I did the subject which interests me the most because that did not help. That did not want me to use much of my brains and everything. In a light mood, do not waste time in the whole of your day, and believe me, regular hard work will get you into AIMS. As for my weekends, I would say I didn't have my classes on Saturdays and Sundays. So devote 12 to 15 hours, must Saturdays and Sundays, cover up whatever you have left and do prepare for some future days, because I didn't revise anything unless tests hit on me. So enroll in some of the test series and prepare according to them.
Alright. Which books did you read for MCQ? How you practice MCQs?
Rather than books, because this video will be watched by people all around the India. Now, there are different books prevalent in different parts of the nation. As for me, I would say that in physics interested me the most. So I went for searching more of the books of physics. I practiced, I believe, nearly every book that came into my mind. But as I would like to advise you, I would only quote a few books which I found helped best for me, at least for my AIMS exam. That were, first of all, hundreds of companies that publish that previous year's medical papers. Do have a look at them. At least just pick up one book and go thoroughly through them. Now, when you are preparing for AIMS exam, remember that you have to have an extra edge over the others. So prepare, like you see AIMS exam. I went for D. Mukherjee book, H.C. Verma, and two, three more IIT books like D.C. Pandey, so that I can have a better, more approach to tougher MCQs. For chemistry, normal books like Arihant, I did them. But just for physical chemistry, which AIMS asks a bit more difficult questions, I went for N. Avasthi. And biology, it was more of a theory and some practice, just previous year question from Dinesh books. That's it.
May I know what was your strategy for taking the exam?
It's very important to have a very good strategy before you begin any exam. You may study a lot, you may know a lot, but still you may not be able to perform very good in your exam. As for my strategy, as soon as I started the exam, make sure that you are relaxed, no headaches, no fever and nothing of that sort. Have a good sleep at night. Maybe in your daily test, you may not get time and you may study overnight. But remember, when you go for a final exam, you need at least 8 hours of sleep. That would refresh your mind. As soon as you begin your exam, first of all, just give a brief review, like have a look at your exam, how long it is, which type of questions and which part would take you more time. I began in almost every exam with bio because that took the least of the time. I attempted 90 to 100 questions in half an hour. So I got motivated by it, like almost half of my paper is over, so now I'll able to do it. Obviously that is only psychological, whichever order you choose, it doesn't matter, but it's just for psychological benefits. Then I went for physics, because that requires calculation, and sometimes what happens is if you do physics at the end, and by any chance you are frustrated or something of that, you are short of time, you get frustrated and hundreds of errors come into your calculations, and very basic questions, you go on attempting them wrong. So my order was bio, physics and then chemistry. As for specifically for AIMS, now there is a 60 part for assertion reason questions. Don't do them all together. That's like if your mindset is wrong, because A and B, they are very close and it's totally an examiner's discreet what answer it should be. If your mindset is wrong, you may do them all wrong at a go. So what you should do is attend physics MCQs and then have a look at the physics AR questions. Attend as many as you can, not all, but just it is important that do not do them all together. Physics, then bio, then chemistry, whatever it is. And then have when you are completed with first round of your question paper, you may not have attempted all the questions. Some of it you are doubtful, some of it you have no idea at all. Give a second look at your paper. Now attempt those questions in which you are sure that 50% chance that it may be correct. You should not make wild guesses, but believe me, in such competitive exam, you need to take risks. Some chances you need to take. If you are 50-50, I believe you should go for one answer. But if you have totally no idea of the exam, just leave that question because it's 1/3 negative in exams and that means a lot. Getting a first rank or getting into him does not mean that you have to attempt 200 questions out of 200. Attempt 180, attempt 170, that's the max. and you just need 140 marks or 150 marks to get to crack this exam, and you can very well do so if you attempt even 180 questions. Attempting 200 questions and getting a negative of 50 is totally useless. And believe me, many of my friends did not get selected in AIMS because they just over attempted the questions. AIMS is the exam which gives 1/3 negative, AIPMT gives 1/4. You can do this in AIPMT exams of attempting all, but don't do this in AIMS.
Alright. Could you tell me what is your advice to our future aspirants?
In a nutshell, I would like to say that if you are an AIMS aspirant, you must make sure that you are hardworking, you are laborious, and you are dedicated towards your work. It is not that someone is forcing you to study, but it should be from within you that you have the motivation to study. If you are lacking that, you need to make out some or the other way, some innovative method of studying, maybe taking breaks in between, maybe studying outside in the park, maybe on the bed, maybe on the chair, whatever it is. But you need to make out what interests you, and it should be within you. Only then you can crack this exam. Have a strategic approach towards your studies. Your studies should not be haphazard, reading whatever you want, going in as much as you want. Just study whatever is needed. Your 2 years of study must be exam oriented. Here you will not get any Nobel Prize if you read anymore. Just read whatever, how much the question would be asked. Just have a schedule. Do lighten your mind, listening to songs or half an hour in the park or playing somewhat with your friends, but don't make it too long. And make the schedule for 2 years, and I bet you will be able to make it. And I'll see you as my junior. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Nafsheen, for being a part of AIM for AIMS. And I hope all our aspirants are advised and benefit and influenced from your advice, your guidance, and I hope you all will be benefited. Thank you so much, all our viewers. Kindly subscribe the link below.